Hi, my name is Lily Tesler. I'm a partner with Sidley Austin, and I'm glad to have filed on September 14th an amicus brief on behalf of the Chamber of Digital Commerce in the SEC versus Ripple case.
You could have some things that are, being careful with my words here. The common enterprise, are you relying on a group of individuals? And look,
this is a pivotal case where the Chamber has decided to weigh in and ensure that the court is aware of the existing legal precedent in the area as it applies to investment contracts, and also remind the court that there may not be legal precedent and maybe issues of first impression that they're facing with in making decisions in this case and others in the Southern District of New York.
Look, these are not laundromat tokens. There is a group of people that are actually...
You're not answering my question, though. But so let me try it this way. What is it about Bitcoin that causes you to conclude it is not a security?
Well, you
take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness.
XRP.
Shout out to the latest sub, Dragon Minister in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades and buckle up, because the future's extra bullish. And let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, back under $1.994 trillion, down about 1.7% in the past 24 hours. XRP in the number 7 spot, 34 cents, up about 3.7% in the past 24 hours. We got BTC right under 20K, ETH 1400 down 12.5%. And we have Stellar XLM in the number 30 spot, about 10 cents, down about 1.5% in the past 24. Stuart Alderati, Gary Gensler's latest Wall Street Journal commentary proves that the SEC's priority is to protect its turf at the expense of the 40+ million Americans in the crypto economy. I responded explaining how his agency's actions are actually leaving consumers holding the bag. Mr. Intuitive Inside Chatter, is everyone done buying Library? Decision coming down soon. I'm taking a look at Library here, about 2 cents, down about 99% from the previous all-time highs at $1.60 about 6 years ago. We take a look at the Library chart, similar action versus XRP. XRP hit its peak around April 13th. Library here April 5th, currently down 95% from that previous high here. Also, Library from the bottom here to that top 6,000%. In the previous cycle, Library did about 12,000% from the bottom here to the top. Also, Library yet to pass the previous all-time highs in the previous bull run. Library currently at about 2 cents. Is Gary going after Ethereum next? Ethereum Merge, ETH, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies? What do you think?
Right. So I guess another way to put my question, but you haven't answered it, is it possible to have a common enterprise if it's something is decentralized? How could I have a common enterprise? I mean, it doesn't isn't centralization necessary to constitute a common enterprise?
You could have some things that are, being careful with my words here. The common enterprise, are you relying on a group of individuals? And look, these are not laundromat tokens. There is a group of people that are actually...
You're not answering my question, though. But so let me try it this way. What is it about Bitcoin that causes you to conclude it is not a security?
Well, one is there's no group of individuals in the middle.
Right, it's
there's
decentralized.
No group of individuals in the middle.
Right.
That are basically, and you're not, in essence, the investing public's not betting on somebody in the middle or 6 people in the middle.
So you're choosing not to use the term decentralized, but that's what you're describing, common enterprise. There are a lot of projects, as you know, decentralization and centralization occurs on a continuum, really, I think. And you've acknowledged that there are tokens, plural, that are not securities. I think it's because of this centralization that you come to this conclusion. And my point is, it is not reasonable to fail to provide clarity, to provide the definition of exactly where on this continuum you have a sufficient common enterprise that it qualifies as a security and where you don't. You've said Bitcoin doesn't. Some of your colleagues have said Ethereum doesn't. But a reasonable developer who wants to comply with this doesn't know where that line is drawn.
So I think where we might have a difference is there are many factors, and so it's not one.
The SEC doesn't want us to win. Gary Gensler, watch what you say, because we got the evidence. Get those jumpsuits. Get those jail cells ready. Shout out to the notorious XRP. James K. Fallon, the White House released the first ever comprehensive framework for responsible development of digital assets. This is why the SEC is doing everything it possibly can to elbow the CFTC out and grab all the power that it can get to regulate the digital asset space. Justin, White House says a U.S. CBDC has the potential to offer significant benefits. White House releases a crypto regulatory framework. With crypto adoption on the micro rise, regulators have keenly been keeping an eye out on the space. As of late, they've also been addressing the elephant in the room. Just a day back, for instance, SEC Chair Gensler said that the state cryptocurrencies could be subject to federal security regulations. Things are starting to heat up. Chamber of Digital Commerce, Ripple versus SEC.
Hi, my name is Lily Tesler. I'm a partner with Sidley Austin, and I'm glad to have filed on September 14th an amicus brief on behalf of the Chamber of Digital Commerce in the SEC versus Ripple case. This is a pivotal case where the Chamber has decided to weigh in and ensure that the court is aware of the existing legal precedent in the area as it applies to investment contracts, and also remind the court that there may not be legal precedent and maybe issues of first impression that they're facing with in making decisions in this case and others in the Southern District of New York. One of the key distinctions that the brief, among others, makes is that the investment contract test under the long settled law in Howey relates to the investment contract, not the underlying asset that's a subject to that investment contract. In Howey, that was oranges. In today's world, those are digital assets. The law is unsettled as to what applies to digital assets, and the brief provides a roadmap for the courts and even those in the general industry to follow in areas that may require more guidance through legislative action or regulatory action by the SEC. There's a number of different guidelines that the industry can follow and look to in this case and those to follow. It also follows on some of the precedent that the Chamber weighed in on in the SEC versus Telegram case, and in the same court reminds them that this is an evolving regulatory environment that the court needs to be mindful of as they're setting new legal precedent in an emerging area.
The trial of the century. Level the playing fields and free the standard. XRP Ledger back on track to launch NFTs as XLS20 proposal fixed and open for community review. Japanese financial service giant SBI has received regulatory approval to offer its crypto services in Singapore. SBI Ripple. Also, if you remember SBI CEO, every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. SBI Ripple Asia creates the Internet of Value in Japan and other Asian regions by merging the expertise and technology of both companies. Participants of RippleNet, which uses distributed ledger technology, can directly connect with financial institutions with a single API and instantly, reliably transfer money in more than 40 currencies to more than 70 countries. SBI Ripple Asia provides RippleNet to financial institutions and money transfer service operators in Japan, South Korea, and certain Southeast Asian countries. While the SEC is stifling American innovation, the rest of the world is plugged into the RippleNet. Are you plugged in? Once a settlement is announced, price will fast soar to all-time highs. Hours later, exchanges will begin to relist. After some chart movement, we will settle around 40 to 65. Once Ripple starts announcing US-based customers, products go live, US banks go live with XRP, we will see 589, also Ripple IPO. Flare Networks, 365 days ago, baby Songbird was born. Since then, 43 million transactions completed, 22 million blocks produced, 385,000 wallets registered, 1.6 billion Songbird rewards were generated, and this is just the beginning. Happy 1-year anniversary to everyone in the Flare Songbird community. BPM Wallet, today's product deck highlighted the industry-wide problem that the BPM Wallet will solve, protecting genuine fans, vendors, and artists. The problem: fraud, counterfeits, scams, touting, scalping, security, BPM Wallet coming to level the playing fields. Breaking Ethereum plunges over 9% after merge update, while sending thousands of ETH to exchanges to dump on retail. But of course, it is not right. A lot of people think that ETH. Schwartz says it should be easy for Twitter to detect when someone's tweet is identical to a tweet that has already been posted. The game is all rigged. Load up while you still have some time. Ether's new staking model could draw the SEC's attention. Library.com says it's time for the Ethereum, Ripple, and the Library Army's XRP Army to join forces. XRP, all roads lead to the bridge.
What we're using with banks today is something based on the interledger protocol because they didn't want to use the public ledger. But ultimately, when they use XRP for liquidity, that's when the two will converge. So from a use case point of view, we think we still have a solid platform, a solid base as to what is the problem being solved. Is it a big problem? And who is ultimately going to use XRP? And in our case, we think it's going to be financial institutions, it's going to be market makers who want to come in and play in that business. And it's a huge, as I mentioned, a $27 trillion, base that is there today. So if you go by that, I'm not selling my XRP. Form.
I'm not selling my XRP. There's a reason PolySign Inc. sold out in 60 seconds on Link2, says digital asset investor. Once you have atomic settlement via 2 central banks, the game is over. Every other central bank will follow. Bob Way.
I'd say the third line of our business, which doesn't get much attention or press, which is very important to us, is something we're calling Polynet now, which has to do with building a settlement layer for a broad range of asset transfers that really spans the globe between analog and digital. And if you can envision a world where one would want to trade fiat for a fractional interest in a VC fund or a tokenized interest in a private company or a digital interest in a security of some sort or fractional interest in a real asset like a building. All those different trades are happening today in respective islands or silo marketplaces. And we want to stitch those together and build a settlement layer that will allow for instant atomic settlement. We don't want to store assets on our blockchain that we're building, but rather provide a mechanism to memorialize different aspects of a transaction and replace trust with truth in bilateral transactions and to facilitate that in a way that benefits both the buy and the sell side.
And with that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, we got the tech, no upgrades needed, faster, cheaper, more efficient. The rest of the world's plugged in, ready to go. We got Joe Katz. The rest is history.
We have the technology to allow every financial institution on the planet to settle with every other financial institution in a compatible jurisdiction in any asset in seconds for less than a penny. Just think about this. Anyone who's made a payment knows that we're nowhere near that today. But imagine every financial institution settling with every other financial institution in seconds for less than a penny, any asset. That's fundamentally transformative. We have the technology to do it. Now we just need to figure out how to drive the adoption. And of course, there's all the challenges there's incumbents, there's regulation, there's inertia, there's the big players who are really trying to defend, if you're one of the largest banks in the world, you want to push pause or stop on technology because you're in the lead. So of course, you say you love technology, but obviously, you wish you could stop it. So we have the technology.
All roads lead to the bridge. Interoperability will be key. Where will you be when David Schwartz flips that switch? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag. And don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button, and we'll catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB, bring your own bag. Peace out, Crypto Ghost.
I
be getting bags till we blast off. Haters stay mad, cause we popped off. Free that standard and drain that swamp. We that squad, mothership launch way off radar. All them XRP tokens went off. Shout out we say when, cause my son on lock. They try to hold us down, but we took that spot. BTC what, baby, XRP. Flare's supposed to pop, 4th of July. Gary knows the truth, when on TV then he lied. Pockets full of E, wells in the sky.